Alright guys, we're back with the floor plan steps. In the previous videos, I demonstrated how to draw the space diagrams and lay out the exterior and interior walls. And in this video, we are going to talk about how to add doors, windows, and entryways into our floor plan. So a little refresher, this is the house that I chose to design in CAD. It's a modern style farmhouse, and down below you'll see that I have my floor plan design that I'm basing my model off of. Now, step 3 in the floor plan process is to add doors, windows, and entryways into the floor plan. Now, based on this plan and what you're looking at right now, you'll see that there are a lot of doors, windows, and entryways. I'm not going to draw all of them in this video because that would take forever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a handful of doors and windows, show you guys how to do it, and then you guys will go on your own and draw them in your own plan. So this is my design. Again, I'm remoting into a computer in school, so it might be a little choppy. I apologize. Just bear with me. I'm going to go into my CAD design, and I have my floor plan pulled up on another monitor. So again, if you have two monitors, you might want to use both of them. It'll make your life a little bit easier. All right, but anyway, to add doors and windows, there are templates in CAD already created for you. And to access those templates, you are going to come up to the Open file. Let's try it again. Open. And under the public drive, so public, scroll down to where you see Myers M. And then there are a couple of different designs in here, but what we're going to look at is the FOT floor plan CAD. And then you'll see that another floor plan pops up that also has some furniture templates made up for you already. So what you do is you start from the bottom right corner, click once, come up to the left, click again, hit Control C, go back to your design, hit Control V, and then the template will appear in your floor plan. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to add some of my windows, and to do that, I'm going to use the line tool. I'm going to specify the center point of my window, and then I'm going to copy these templates into my floor plan. So I'm going to start with the garage here, and there are two windows on this upper wall here, so I'm going to take my line tool and I'm just going to draw the center point of my window, and then I'm taking my line tool again, and there's another window that's right here. Then I come down to the windows that I want to place. I highlight it, I hit copy. I'm going to copy the center point. Maybe I can't do that. So let's back up a second. So these are my center lines for my window. I'm going to base the center lines off of the width of the window. So I want to put in two 4-foot windows. So what I need to do is I need to offset my center line by 2 feet, and that will be the end point for my window. So now I can go back, highlight my window, hit copy, come down to the bottom right corner, scroll up, place it on that line, move my cursor over, place it on that line, And now I know that my window, or windows I should say, are centered. They're exactly where I want them to be. So those are two windows. For example, if you wanted a 3-foot window, instead of offsetting by 2 feet, you would offset by 1.5 feet. 2 foot 6 inch, you would offset by 1 foot and 3 inches. 6 foot, you'd offset by 3 feet. So you always offset the center line of the window by half of the width of the window. So another example, I'm going to go to bedroom 2, which is over here. All right, I'm going to put 2 3-foot windows into my bedroom. So I take my line tool. Here is the center. Here is the center line for one of the windows. And then here is going to be the center line for the other window. All right, and then I'm going to offset those lines by 1.5 feet. Now what I can do is I can take my 3-foot window, highlight it, hit copy, and I can copy that window into my bedroom. There's that. I'm going to highlight this again, hit copy, come down to the endpoint there, copy that over there. Then I'm going to delete my guidelines, and there are my 2 windows for my bedroom number 2. So you guys get the idea for your windows. All right. Now I'm going to talk about doors, and your doors should be in the corners of the rooms. All right. So you can do this a couple of ways. Easiest way is to take a line. I'm going to draw a door for going into the bedroom. All right, so I'm going to start it in this corner right here. So there is my guideline. Then I go over here to my template. All right, and I select a door. Let's say I want a 2 foot 10 inch door. I hit copy. Copy it over here into my plan. All right, however, now you'll see that right now the door is swinging into the bedroom. We want it to swing into the wall. So all we have to do, highlight it and hit mirror. Click on our point here. And we want to erase the source. Now we can just highlight it and move it down into our floor plan. And then we can trim the walls between the doors. Looks like I can't trim that. Oh, I don't want to trim that either. So let me undo that real quick. And then I'll just delete that line. So that's one way to put your door. All right, I'll show you another door real quick. We will do a door going into our master bedroom, which will be right here. We want that door to be a little bit bigger, so we're going to use a 3-foot door this time. Take my line tool. It's going to be somewhat in the corner of the bedroom. So place my line tool there. Come up to my 3-foot door, highlight it, I hit copy, and I drag it down to my bedroom. All right, very similar to the door that I previously placed. This is not swinging the way that I want it to swing. All right, so what I can do is I can highlight it and hit mirror. Click on one of the edges of the door, and I want to mirror it that way. Erase the source object. Everything's good now. I highlight it, Now I can move it to my guideline. Right there. Delete my guideline. And I trim my wall that's intersecting the door. And I just delete these two lines right here. I'm leaving the dimensions up because I think it's easier for you guys to see. So there's that. So there's how you put doors in. All right, your final thing, what I want to talk about is walkways. So walkways are pretty simple. All right, so I have a walkway coming from my great room into my kitchen and eating area. All right, so the way you do a walkway is you take a line. All right, if you want it in the center of your wall, all right. Well, I don't have midpoint selected right now, so let me come down here to this square. Click on the arrow, and I can click midpoint. All right, take my line. Now this triangle appears. That is the midpoint of the wall. And let's say I want a 9-foot or a 10-foot walkway. So I'm going to offset in each direction by 5 feet. Now I know that's center, so I can delete that line. And then it's just a matter of trimming everything up. And you can make your walkways bigger if you want. But there is my walkway from my from my great room to my kitchen. I'm doing one more walkway here. Take my line tool, and it looks like I have a walkway from my great room to my hallways that lead to both bedrooms. Let's say I want a 4-foot walkway here, or 3.5, so I take 3.5 feet, hit enter, offset that 3.5 feet, and it's just a matter of trimming. And there is my walkway to the hallways, which lead to both bedrooms and bathrooms and closets. So again, in this tutorial I showed you how to insert windows, I showed you how to insert doors, and I showed you how to create walkways. One thing I forgot to mention, when you are copying your doors and windows from your template, all right, make sure you copy your doors and windows. Do not highlight it and hit move, because then you'll move it and you won't have it if you need it again. So make sure that you highlight it and hit copy, and then it will create another version of that, and you'll still have the original in your furniture template. All right, in the next video, we'll talk about floor plans, steps 4 through 7, which are stairs, fireplaces, patios and walkways, and permanent fixtures and appliances.